What's made spy movies so popular and entertaining? Yes, the thrilling action sequences. Of course, the sensual women. And a sleek style, but most important of them all, cool gadgets. For over 50 years, the 007 franchise has charmingly romanticized the profession of a spy. They have used technology and creativity to tell a story so sleek. Well, of course, they have taken a lot of creative liberties, but it's said that many of their inspirations are acquired from the real and rather intelligent world of espionage. To understand the evolution and intentions behind these spy gadgets, let's start from the very beginning. Let's start from 500 BC. This was when 300 Spartans fought a brave battle to protect Athens from Persians. Now, Spartans and Greeks used scytales to communicate during the military campaigns. It was a cylinder wrapped in parchment containing a message. To decipher the code, the recipient would place the parchment over a similar sized rod. Now let's jump to 1778, the time of the American Revolutionary War. During the war, protecting the battle plans was General Washington's highest priority. Dr. James invented sympathetic stains, popularly known as invisible ink, an ink that required one chemical to pen the message and another to decipher it. During the First World War, armies on both sides had need for reconnaissance, which gave rise to the brilliant idea of pigeon cameras. Pigeons were outfitted with cameras and flown towards army territories to capture aerial shots of their movement. Before the Second World War, Germans started using the Enigma cipher machine for battlefield, naval, and diplomatic communications. It looked like a regular typewriter, however, it enabled its operator to type a message, then scramble it using a letter substitution system. They trusted that this code was unbreakable. However, the story is incomplete without the other half of the bomb machine, which was invented by Professor Alan Turing to decode the message sent via the Enigma. It is said that with the help of this device, the hostilities between German and the Allied forces were curtailed by at least 2 years. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, the notorious secret services of Romania were secretly obtaining shoes of Western diplomats to embed microphones and transmitters in them, thus enabling them to monitor the conversations of these unsuspecting targets. During the Cold War, there was a weapon invented that looked deceptively warm. Kiss of Death, a 4.5mm single-shot cyanide pistol that was used for assassination in that era. There is, however, no evidence of its usage. During the 1970s, KGB issued what's known as the Code Camera, model F21, which was concealed in a buttonhole and had a release that the wearer presses from a pocket. Just squeeze the shutter cable and the fake button would open to capture an image. Let's take a look at the humble-looking Bulgarian umbrella. A Bulgarian secret agent used an umbrella just like this one on a London street to kill Georgy Markov in 1978. A standard umbrella was modified internally to inject poison into its target with the press of a trigger. Coming closer to present day, the Internet. It got its start in the United States more than 50 years ago as a government weapon in the Cold War. For years, scientists and researchers used it to communicate and share data with one another. Today, it's an open platform that has become an integral part of our lives. Though the technology behind spy devices has improved and evolved drastically, the intentions behind these inventions haven't changed. We can put them in 3 broad categories: the perpetual need for intel, the proactive need to defend, and the reactive need to destruct when necessary. Some of the modern-day spy devices include hackers, drones, GPS trackers, disguised infinity transmitters, covert cameras, Wi-Fi cameras, night vision, voice changers, bug detectors, armored vehicles, and more. The boundary of ethics in the subject of espionage has always been wafer thin. With sophisticated technology, the misuse has grown proportionately. The recent scandal in Panama offers a unique window into how dangerous the espionage export business has become. Ricardo Martinelli, the former president of Panama, has been charged for political espionage for illegally eavesdropping on the phones and emails of more than 150 people, which include opposition leaders, journalists, judges, business rivals, cabinet members, and more. In 2001, the US military began using drones for reconnaissance purposes in Afghanistan. In 2002, the military added Hellfire missiles to this Predator drone system, enabling reaction against intelligence, surveillance, close air support, and interdiction targets. Drone denouncers have been arguing the ethics of this warfare ever since. In the next 10 years, the consumer screen is expected to be augmented, and wearables will play a very big role in supporting the process. The future technology is aiming for more convenience through wearable devices that will help one perform and track activities. They will be designed in a way that they will complement human dexterity. With the added support of advanced AI technology, a computer will soon be able to accurately turn your thoughts into words, also being termed as telepathic communications. Now, in this scenario of ample data, thinking purely as a spy, the scope of attacking vulnerabilities becomes really high. As the wearables become more sophisticated, the data they will carry will become more and more personal, leading to bigger risks of privacy. Going further into the future, 20 years from today, there will be new meaning to shapes and forms. The usage of smart particles will change the face of objects, and rather literally. Smart particles are nothing but programmable matter, also known as synthetic reality. With the help of software rendering of particles, one will be able to create 3D objects instantly. Now let's apply this technology to the world of spy, and it completely renders the use of covert and hidden objects obsolete. The many gadgets can be replaced by a bunch of particles that can be contained in a pocket. Now let's take another leap of a decade and look at what's in store 30 years from today. With the constant advancement in the field of genetics and learning from body cell structures, we're not long away from mutating genes. Now let's combine this with real-time 3D tracking and projection mapping. This defies the concept of unique biometrics and turns cloning into a simplified process. This would be the future of a perfect disguise, a luxury any spy would enjoy given the nature of their job. Hi, I'm Aksha. Thank you for watching this video so patiently. To summarize my experience in the last few weeks, I have studied the subject of espionage and spy technology, and it's helped me understand that the technological change is inevitable. But that does not change the drivers of this subject. The drivers are going to continue to remain the same, and all the developments in the area of spy technology will be around data, destruction, or defense. Signing off. Thank you.